Hey guys, Stuart here from Revo. Really excited to share our new developer API that we've been working on for the last couple of months. So I'm going to do just a short walkthrough of the API. Shouldn't be more than a few minutes. I'm just going to give some high-level use cases and just explain a little bit about the API itself. So first of all, inside of Revo, we have a direct correlation between our customers and the Shopify customers. We're built exclusively for Shopify, so we use the same IDs inside of Revo as well. So you'll see here, same ID, and that's going to be important for the API as well. So let's check out the API. First of all, authorizing is super simple. You just take your API key and you pass it in as a header. Let's dig into a couple of use cases here. So let's go and just list out the customers. We're going to get two back that we've got here. So let me show you guys how to grab a API key. I'm just going to open up the settings page. Go to API keys. This is just a demo store, so happy to share the API key and a screen share here. And we're going to copy that. And let's go just list out the customers. Okay, so this is just going to return two customers that we have. And you can see all their information. You can see the Shopify ID, the email, a lot of Shopify specific attributes. And then we have how many points they have, what's their status, their date of birth, their VIP tier, and a referral URL. So a decent amount in there. Let's go ahead and update a customer's date of birth. Okay, so with a customer identifier here, we made this really easy where you can pass in the Shopify ID or the email. I know sometimes connecting between different APIs, they only pass the email, some only pass the ID, so this is the best of both worlds here. So let's go ahead and update this customer. And we are going to update this. Let's do 20th of September as seen here. And I'm going to put my API key in. I've got a little shortcut to do that. And this was just updated. So you can see there's the new date of birth. If we go inside of here, this is now September 20th. Okay, and that is it for the moment for the update. If you want to change the VIP tier, I believe this customer is on silver. Let's move them up to gold. What you want to do is we need to get the ID of the VIP tier. So let's just list them out. And we can see the ID for gold is this. Let's go back and let's update this VIP tier. So I'm going to pass in the ID. We're going to pass in the VIP tier. We can put in different notes. If we want to skip the email, we can do that as well. And let's check it out. Okay, so now this customer is on the gold tier, and this will be reflected here when we reload the page, and we're on gold. Okay, so I'm going to jump into the points events, and the points events is this right here. Super important part of the whole Revo loyalty code base, where we take all of these, whether it's adding points for signing up or just a manual points adjustment like this, or anything else that you can earn points for, we add points through a points event. If you spend points, or we take away points here by using negative, this will also trigger a points event. And that's how we calculate your balance. So you can see the balance here is 132. So let's go ahead and just make a simple manual points adjustment. And this is the exact same as us going here and saying minus 100 and then adjusting points like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a points event. And I'm going to pass in the customer ID. We're going to say this is a manual adjustment. And you can pass in whatever notes you'd like. You can say this is an internal note, so I'd say from the API. You can skip the email if there's one being sent. And let's add 10 points to this customer. Okay, there's the points event created, and when we go back and we reload, there we go. The internal note is from the API. We gave them 10 points, and now their balance is updated. Okay, and you can do this as well. I'll make a separate video on custom actions. This is used for custom actions as well. When you need to say a custom action happened, you just pass in the source as custom action, and you're able to trigger them off here. So again, let's just round this out. If we want to subtract 100 points, because for no reason, for any reason you like, we can do that. Oops, you got to set this. We have validations in here as well, so we're just going to use manual. And that just subtracted 100 points. As you can see, and there we go. Okay, so if we want to go ahead then, to round this off, if you want to spend points, let's first of all add up a balance here so we can spend points properly. I'm going to fill up the balance. And you can see here from the rewards, let's go ahead and redeem some of these points for a reward. And let's do the $5 off coupon for 500 points. You can also see all your rewards from here as well. You can list them out. So let's go ahead and create a points redemption. This is the exact same as going into your customer and spending the points on a reward. So let's check that out. This is if I went here and executed this. This is the exact same API call we're going to make. So let's pass in the ID, and I'm going to pass in the reward. Let's see what the reward ID is. Oops, looks like something I got to clean up there. Let's just grab the reward ID from here. Okay, this is the reward ID. Let's go ahead and add this. Okay, and now we just created this points redemption where this code was created and they spent 500 points. So if we go back to the customer, we're going to see that the points event is in here. So they redeemed a reward for 500 points. The reward now came through. This was all through the API call we just made, and the points balance was reduced. So that's the basic use cases. We'd love to hear anything else that you need the API for. We're totally open to whatever use cases make sense. We will implement them for sure.